In today's world of consumerism, we often find ourselves buying things not to enjoy them, but to impress others. While the minimalist movement offers an alternative approach by advocating for living with the bare minimum, it can also become an extreme in itself. We will delve into the concept of consumerism, the desire to impress others, and explore different perspectives on how our possessions shape people's perception of us. Consumerism has become ubiquitous in our lives, with advertisements bombarding us from every direction. It seems that no matter where we turn, we encounter ads on web pages, videos, and social media platforms, tempting us to buy things we truly don't need. It's not uncommon to find ourselves discussing something only to be targeted by ads for the same item the next day. People take pride in showcasing their latest purchases on social media or to their friends, sometimes even to flaunt their belongings to neighbors they don't particularly like. The sad reality is that such behavior is often reciprocated with praise, likes, and admiration, because many share the same mindset. They expect others to reciprocate when they splurge on unnecessary items. This cycle of positive reinforcement surrounding consumerism fuels our relentless pursuit of things we don't truly require. The constant exposure to repetitive advertisements can brainwash us into believing that we need things. While some purchases may indeed serve a purpose, it is far too common to find ourselves looking at an item and questioning why we're even considering it. Moreover, retailers often resort to manipulative tactics, such as offering discounted prices that are actually the default rates. By slapping a "now 50% off for the next 24 hours" label on a product, they create the illusion of a great deal. However, even with a substantial discount, certain items remain significantly marked up, allowing the retailer to maintain a healthy profit margin. To navigate through these deceptive offers, it's essential to compare prices and calculate the actual value you're getting. You'll often discover that the difference in value is minimal. As an example, consider my recent visit to a store where the larger bags of discounted laundry soap were still more expensive per liter compared to the smaller, non-discounted bags. While it's not uncommon for people to cheer us on when we're working toward our goals, have you noticed how their support tends to wane as soon as we surpass them? Suddenly, we're labeled as different, and their enthusiasm dwindles. They may have supported us while we were beneath them, but once we rise above, their true colors surface. Not everyone behaves this way, but it's disheartening to encounter individuals who will do anything to outshine others and harbor resentment toward those who are doing better. I've always struggled to comprehend this mindset. I firmly believe that everyone deserves a chance to succeed. If you manage to surpass even my wildest dreams through your dedication and by reading blogs or engaging with Cash Crusade, I'll be the first to congratulate you. My goals are simple: to support my family doing work I enjoy and accumulate enough savings to retire comfortably when I'm older. While having the freedom for more vacations would be delightful, it's by no means essential to my happiness. I don't aspire to live a life of private jets, massive yachts, or multi-million-dollar apartments. These material possessions hold no appeal for me. However, if these things resonate with you and you genuinely desire that level of wealth, I will support your journey and offer any assistance I can to help you achieve your goals. The key is to align your actions with your own desires, those of your family or your close friends, rather than seeking validation from others. In reality, people don't care as much about the things we buy or possess as we might think. For instance, when I purchased a car, my primary focus was its interior comfort. It's the space I look at and spend time in, so it needed to provide the comfort I sought. My intention wasn't to impress those who saw me driving it. Here's another example. Think about the last time you felt awkward or embarrassed. It's easy to recall, right? Now try to remember the last awkward moment someone else experienced. It's much more challenging. This demonstrates that while we are not inherently self-absorbed, it highlights the importance of not worrying too much about what others think of us, since we often don't pay much attention to their actions either. Now, let's delve deeper into the reasons why we succumb to buying unnecessary items. Social media plays a significant role in fueling the desire to impress others through material possessions. Platforms like Instagram and Facebook are filled with carefully curated images of seemingly perfect lives, expensive vacations, luxurious homes, and the latest gadgets. These posts create a sense of envy and desire in others, leading to the belief that owning similar items will elevate their social status. The quest for validation through likes and comments becomes the driving force behind these purchases. Moreover, peer pressure can be a powerful motivator in consumerism. We may feel the need to keep up with friends, family, or colleagues who flaunt their latest acquisitions. Fear of missing out drives us to make impulsive purchases, even when we know deep down that these items won't bring lasting happiness or satisfaction. The fear of being left behind or excluded from social circles pushes us to join the consumerist race, accumulating possessions to gain acceptance. In the pursuit of impressing others, we often lose sight of our own values and priorities. We spend money on items that align with society's expectations, rather than what truly brings us joy and fulfillment. As a result, we accumulate clutter, both physical and mental, leading to increased stress and dissatisfaction. But what if we break free from the cycle of consumerism? Embracing a more mindful approach to spending can lead to greater contentment and a sense of purpose. By reassessing our wants and needs, we can focus on experiences, relationships, and personal growth rather than material possessions. Imagine redirecting our resources towards activities that nourish our souls and contribute to the well-being of others. Instead of pursuing possessions to impress others, we can channel our energy into creating a life that reflects our authentic selves and makes a positive impact on the world. And here's where I'd love to hear your thoughts. How do you personally navigate the fine line between mindful spending and the desire to impress others? Share your insights and experiences in the comments below. Consumerism and the desire to impress others through material possessions have become deeply ingrained in our society. The constant bombardment of advertisements and the allure of social media have led us to place excessive value on what we own rather than who we are. However, true fulfillment and happiness lie in aligning our actions with our values and prioritizing experiences over possessions. By breaking free from the cycle of consumerism and embracing mindful spending, we can create a more meaningful and contented life, one that is not defined by the things we own, but by the impact we make and the joy we derive from genuine connections and personal growth. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to the channel for more content like this and financial tips. I'm also continuing development on Cash Crusade, a financial mobile game to educate people around the world on how finances work. Links in the description below.